Let me say that Mr. Amiri has been in the United States of his own free will, and he is free to go. In fact, he was scheduled to travel to Iran yesterday, but was unable to make all of the necessary arrangements to reach Iran through transit countries. In contrast, Iran continues to hold 3 young Americans against their will, and we reiterate our request that they be released and allowed to return to their families on a humanitarian basis. And we also continue to have no information on the welfare and whereabouts of Robert Levinson, who has been missing in Iran since 2007. We continue to request Iranian cooperation in resolving this matter and in ensuring his safe return to the United States.
Are you worried about him, Madam Secretary?
He's free to go. He was free to come. These decisions are his alone to make.
Well, Iraq, as I said earlier, we are trying to get out of Chapter 7 and to free Iraq from all these obligations and so on. So Iraq will definitely abide by Security Council resolutions in order to be a responsible member of the community of nations. This oil trade with Iran, as you mentioned, in fact, the government is looking into that with the Kurdish regional government authorities. And at the moment, in fact, it's not at a large scale as has been portrayed. The recent sanctions are new. The last package, let's say, on Iran. But definitely we are looking into that. And it seems that there is some trade going on across the border, but the government is looking at that and is in close consultation with the KRG authorities, in fact, to find a solution to that.
سيد الوزير، التقيت بيوم أمس بالسيد الأمين العام للأمم المتحدة وبسفراء الدول الأعضاء في مجلس الأمن. هل من سقف زمني لخروج العراق من البند السابع؟ وهل ناقشتم مع الأمين العام أزمة تشكيل الحكومة؟ أما سؤالي إلى السيدة الوزيرة، فبالرغم من الزيارة السابقة لنائب الرئيس الأمريكي جو بايدن إلى العراق، لكن إلى الآن لا توجد أي بوادر للخروج من أزمة تشكيل الحكومة. هل ناقشتم مع السيد الوزير أي مقترحات أو حلول جديدة لإخراج العراق من أزمة تشكيل الحكومة؟ شكرا جزيلا.
This is Nihal Ali from Al Iraqiyya channel, and the first question goes to the Foreign Minister of Iraq. Mr. Foreign Minister, you met yesterday with the Secretary General of the United Nations as well as the ambassadors of the various member countries of the Security Council. Is there a ceiling, a timeline ceiling for taking Iraq out of Chapter 7? As well, did you discuss the crisis of the formation of the Iraqi government? The second question goes to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Despite the recent visit of Vice President Biden to Iraq, until now there are no signs that Iraq is going out of its crisis pertaining to the formation of the government. Did you discuss with Foreign Minister Zêbarî any suggestions about this issue?
شكرا. أهلا وسهلا. بالنسبة للسؤال الأول، نعم التقينا يوم أمس بسيد الأمين العام للأمم المتحدة بان كيمون ومع سفراء أعضاء الخمسة الدائمين في مجلس الأمن، وبحثنا طرق ووسائل وإجراءات الحكومة العراقية للخروج من أحكام وتبعات الفصل السابع. وأعتقد بأننا خلال العام الماضي حققنا قدر كبير من التقدم والإنجاز في تخليص العراق من بعض الملفات، خاصة المتعلقة بنزع السلاح وأسلحة الدمار الشامل، وحالياً العقود المتبقية لبرنامج النفط مقابل الغذاء في العلاقة مع دولة الكويت الشقيقة. وأعتقد بأن الحكومة القادمة بإمكانها أن تحقق المزيد وأن تبني على ما حققناه في سبيل خروج بلدنا من أحكام هذا الفصل.
Welcome to you, and yes, we met with the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, as well as the ambassadors of the 5 permanent countries members of the Security Council. We discussed the ways and the means and the other measures that the Iraqi government has been undertaking in order to take out Iraq from the provisions as well as the repercussions of Chapter 7. And in the past year, we have achieved a lot of progress, mainly pertaining to ridding Iraq of the weapons, or at the issue about the issue pertaining to the weapons of mass destruction, as well as issues pertaining to the remaining contracts related to the oil for food, and also issues pertaining to our relationship with our brother country, Kuwait. Therefore, we are building on all what we have been achieving over the past year, and we will continue to do so.
We discussed at great length the status of government formation. I reiterated that the United States does not have any preference in the outcome as to who is awarded what position. But we are concerned by the delay. We think that there needs to be more of a sense of urgency to resolve this matter. I watched with interest as the people of Iraq demonstrated over the lack of electricity in the very hot weather that they are suffering through, and it takes a government to solve such problems. So we urge the leaders of Iraq to reach an agreement and to put their personal interests behind the national interest. And therefore, anything the United States can do, we stand ready to do in order to encourage the government formation as soon as possible.
We have discussed the issue of the...
I could barely speak one language.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. نعم، تطرقنا إلى مسألة تأليف الحكومة العراقية، وهنا نعيد التجديد على الموقف الأمريكي أنه ما من يعني أفضلية أو خيار حيال أي نتيجة، وإنما أو حول من سيحصل على هذا المنصب، وإنما كل ما نريده هو أن تتألف الحكومة العراقية دون أي تأخير. وأيضا تحدثنا ربما عن موضوع آخر مهم، وهو مثلا فقدان الكهرباء في هذا الطقس الحار في هذا الموسم من السنة في العراق، وهذا قد يعاني منه الكثير من العراقيين، فهذا يحتاج إلى حكومة تعمل على هذه الأمور لحل هذه المسائل. فبذلك نحن نستمر بأن نحث القادة العراقيين على الإسراع في التوصل إلى اتفاق في موضوع والتوافق في موضوع تأليف الحكومة العراقية، وأن يضعوا مصلحة الشعب العراقي قبل مصالحهم المختلفة. وبذلك أيضا الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية تقف مستعدة للمساعدة بأي شيء ممكن من أجل التوصل إلى النتيجة المرجوة.
Thank you all very much.